Hello guys, how are you? I hope that you are very fine. I'm super excited to be here again. This is the class number 2 of the week. So, ready to start? First, you need one paper of your notebook and one pen, okay? Or pencil or color. So, ready? Excellent. Do you remember the difference between synonyms and antonyms? Well, synonyms is when you have one word and you have another word similar. It's very similar. It's the same as in Spanish. And antonyms, this word, it means that the opposite, the total opposite. For example, antonyms, opposite, opposite. Which is one example of antonym? Oh, it's very simple. For example, if I say black, what is the opposite or what is the antonym of black? Do you know the answer? It's super easy, right? Black, white. That is the opposite. That is antonyms. So right now, I am going to put you one antonym and you're gonna have 20 seconds to write the antonym. And then number 2, number 3, on and on and on. Ready? Okay guys, we're gonna do 5. So the first one is always. Go. Okay, so the number 2 is absent. Go. Very good, guys. Let's go with the number 3. This is super easy, okay? Twenty seconds. All right, let's go with the number 4. Can. The ability. All right, 20 seconds. And the number 5 is before. Excellent work, guys. Very good. So those words, you're gonna have it on your notebook. And remember that at the end of the class, we are going to take a picture and put it on Facebook. So, ready for the next activity? Very good, guys. So now we're gonna look at irregular verbs. Excellent, guys. So we're going to review some irregular verbs, okay? Remember that we have three forms: present, past, past participle. The number one, cut. Do you know what is cut? Cut is this one. It's when you have scissors or something else, another tool, and you cut paper or you cut your hair or whatever, okay? So that is cut. And cut is super easy because it doesn't change, it's the same. In the present, cut. In the past, cut. And in the past participle, cut. So you don't have to memorize, it's the same. Cut, cut, cut. Finish. Now the number two. The present is do, the past is did, and the past participle, done. Okay? Remember, the regular verbs might change, okay? In the present, draw. You know what is draw? For example, I can say, Luisa, Camila, draw a cat. Ah, okay, teacher. That is a cat. I drew a cat. Okay? So in the present, draw, in the past, drew, and in the past participle, drawn. Okay? So you have to study the irregular verbs because later in a few more classes we're gonna have like a mini test about the irregular verbs. So study the verbs, study the list that I gave you on the email, on the Gmail. So ready? Let's move on to another thing. Perfect, guys. So remember that on Tuesday on the Google Meet session we saw on the book a persuasive paragraph. Remember? Persuasive paragraph. So paragraph is a text like you saw on the book. It's a text, okay? But the paragraph can be different things: narrative, like a story, or it could be like a recipe or whatever. But the persuasive is a very specific form, etc. So persuasive is trying someone else to convince me about something, okay? For example, let's go to Cancun. I don't like Cancun. Persuasive. Oh, Cancun is beautiful. It has a lot of beaches. It has museums. It has, I don't know, big hotels, big cars, amazing animals. So you start to convince the other person about something that you think that is your opinion. So that is persuasive, okay? So for example, when you want an Xbox or a PlayStation, or you want a new game, you want a new cell phone, you want something new, what do? You go to your mother and you say, Mom, please, I want the Xbox. I am going to be a good student and I am going to clean my bedroom and I am going to go to the school every day and I'm going to eat lunch. And you start talking about all the options. What are you doing? You are convincing your mother about something. So that is persuasive, okay? So I saw your work, I saw your stories that you chose a destination like Cancun, Paris, New York, Disney, etc. I saw it on your books and it's very good. But we have one way to make the paragraph easier, like more fluent. So I am gonna show you how can we structure the paragraph in a better way. Okay, so pay attention. Okay guys, so I'm going to remind you the structure of the persuasive paragraph. Number one, main opinion. The main opinion is the most important opinion that you have, okay? Remember that in the book it was like, is the perfect place to, I don't know, or you can say, is the perfect place to go on vacation? And that is the main opinion. The main opinion is around 2 lines. Okay, you can say, oh, I remember when we went to Disney. It's the perfect place to go on vacation. That's 2 lines. Then you have to support the main idea. Support, support, support. So reason, reason, reason. So you're gonna do 3 paragraphs. Three parts. Reason, 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 and approximately each you have to put like between 2 and 3 lines, because you're going to describe it. You're going to say, it has hotels, museums, cars, it has a zoo, it is beautiful, the weather is super nice. You're going to put a lot of information because you are supporting the main opinion. Okay, you're going to convince, so you need good arguments. And at the end is the conclusion. The conclusion is to close it, to close the paragraph. For example, finally, Disney is the best place in the world, and it has a lot of games, and you can have a lot of fun. Period. That's it. You finished. So this is the structure, and right now I'm gonna show you how to make the paragraph easier. This is the list of the opinion writing transitions. You can use this one for the main opinion, reason, 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 and conclusion. Like the example that I put on the board, I started with in my opinion, my favorite. In the first reason, you can put first or one reason, and you can start writing your lines. And then second, in addition, third, in conclusion. So you can write it like the example that I just put you, okay? I'm gonna put this list on Facebook. Okay, so in like this is how we're going to start. In my opinion, London is the best place to visit. Okay, so we are starting the paragraph using the transition words that I showed you before. So this is the main paragraph. Let's go with the reason number 1. Now, let's go with the reason number 1. First, the weather is great. It is always cloudy and cool. So this is the transition that we're using first. You can change to another transition, but I chose first. Okay, let's go with the number 2. Now, in the reason number 2, the transition word is another reason is that it has a lot of museums and big parks. Okay, so you are making it like easier to read. Okay, it's not like it has museums, it has parks, and it's beautiful. No. So in my opinion, first, another reason is, so let's continue. The reason number 3 is, the final reason is that you can go to many concerts and have fun. So you can see the structure and the transition. 1, transition, transition. So now let's go with the conclusion. The conclusion is super easy, guys, okay? So finally, the conclusion. In conclusion, you're going to have the best time in London. So that's how you do a persuasive paragraph in the correct form, okay? So now, guys, I want you to organize your paragraph. The one that you did in the book, in the Big English book, remember? Remember in the page 102, yes? The paragraph of Tuesday. So you have the paragraph, okay? But you need to correct the paragraph and erase it and write it again with the correct transitions, okay? You have to write it in order. In my opinion, first, second, lastly, in conclusion, etc. You're going to create a very, very good paragraph, okay? So change that, correct that, and we will see you in the second video, okay? Go. But don't worry, the transitions are going to be on Facebook, so you can choose which one are you going to use, okay?